Hello everyone, this is class 8, English 2, chapter number 11, NYAMINYAMI the Zambezi River God. This chapter is a very small story. This story is a belief, or you can say there is a folklore related to the god NYAMINYAMI. And this story belongs to Africa, where Zambezi River flows. So let us start the chapter. Here is a story about NYAMINYAMI, the Zambezi River God. He has a body like a snake and a head like a fish, and no one knows how big he is, for he never showed himself in full display. But he is very big. The people of Zambezi Valley in Zimbabwe were protected by NYAMINYAMI, their ancestral spirit, Mudzimo, who fed them from his own meat in times of hunger. So children, this chapter is about a belief by the people of Zambezi Valley, which is in Zimbabwe. They think that a Zambezi river god, whose name is NYAMINYAMI, and the god is their ancestral spirit, which is also called as Mudzimo. This god is always with the people, and they believe there are stories when they were hungry, and in times of their hunger, God has given his own meat, his own flesh to the people so that they can eat and be alive. The Tonga people inhabited the banks of the Zambezi River. Tonga people are the people who live nearby Zambezi River. They led a difficult life, exposed to attacks by wild animals and slaving parties. They were carried away to be slaves to the whites. Whites here means the English people. Conditions improved somewhat after David Livingstone's visit and his work in this area around 1855. For the next 100 years, the Tonga people lived in relative peace with very little contact with the outside world. The Tonga people believed that the Zambezi river god NYAMINYAMI, who was their ancestral spirit or Mudzimo, protected them from harm and also provided them with flesh from his own body during the times when there was no food. They honored and respected him and pledged their allegiance to him through ceremonial dances. So this paragraph tells us that Tonga people who lives near the banks of Zambezi River, such kind of life they had, which were many a times attacked by wild animals and even the slaving parties. Slaving parties means a group of people who come there and they take these Tonga people forcefully with them and make Tonga people their slave, because these people were and are very poor. So they are taken by whites, means Americans, and these white people take these people as a slave. A slave means a person who is forcefully given work, or even sometimes they have to entertain these people, their masters. In 1855, a person called as David Livingstone visited this area, and because of his hard work, Tonga people were relieved. After that, nobody was taken as a slave by anyone. For 100 years, Tonga people were in peace and free because they had no contact with the outside world. Outside world means they had no contact to anybody rather than any Zambezi. Tonga people were happy in their own country, and they worshipped God NYAMINYAMI. It is a river god, Zambezi river god. And they also believe that NYAMINYAMI is their ancestral spirit, or Mudzimo, who is always there to protect them. As I have already explained that once God has given His own flesh to the people who were hungry so that they can stay alive. So, they honor NYAMINYAMI, and to show their respect and allegiance means support. To show their support for the god, they do ceremonial dances whenever they find their way to show their respect. It can be any festival or any traditional event. Ceremonial dance means a dance which can show respect or offering to the god. It is a traditional dance. NYAMINYAMI, according to folklore, has been seen on several occasions. The Tonga chief Sampakaruma saw him on 2 occasions several years ago. While some say he looked like the whirlwind, others claim that he is dragon-like, with a torso like a snake and a fish head. It is believed that he lived under a large rock close to the present-day Kariba Dam with his wife. One season, when NYAMINYAMI's wife had gone down the mighty Kariba god to other people of the valley to answer their prayers and bless them, the white man came to build a wall. It is since then that he has not been seen. Unfortunately, NYAMINYAMI was separated from his wife because when the wall was completed, he was downstream and now could not get back upstream. Legend has it that he will only reappear to his people once he meets with his wife again. Folklore means a famous story generally told by the common people to each other and which is passed generation to generation, and it is believed to be true. So according to the folklore, NYAMINYAMI used to live in the Kariba Gorge with his wife. Many people say that they have seen God NYAMINYAMI, and one of those who have seen him is the chief of Tonga people, whose name was Sampakaruma. He said that he had seen God NYAMINYAMI at 2 occasions. means 2 times. Some people say that the god's structure is whirlwind, means like a cyclone. And in Hindi we can say it Chakravat or Bavandal. And some other people said that NYAMINYAMI's structure is like a dragon, where the head is like a fish and torso means body looks like a snake. People say that in one season, NYAMINYAMI's wife had gone to another village to answer the prayers of the people and to bless them. And at that time, NYAMINYAMI was downstream. Downstream means in the direction of the river, at downward. And at that time, a white man came there and he built a wall or a dam, because of which NYAMINYAMI and his wife could not meet each other. And people believe that because of this, nobody could see NYAMINYAMI again. Now he will reappear to his people only if he can meet his wife again. It took 5 long years to see the dam through because NYAMINYAMI did not want to be disturbed. The city dwellers were amused at this belief. In February 1950, an unprecedented cyclone swept up the valley and 15 inches of rain fell, causing the river to rise 7 meters, sweeping away a number of villages. On Christmas Eve in 1955, there was a flood like one which had never happened before. It washed away the bridge that had been built, and people who had laughed at the idea of NYAMINYAMI not wanting to be disturbed now began to talk about the river god. After much further destruction, the dam was completed in 1958, but not before it caused the lives of 80 people. Even today, minor earth tremors are felt in and around the region, which Tonga mythology believes is because of NYAMINYAMI trying to meet his wife. Failing to get through the dam wall, he turns with such anger that the whole earth shakes. For 5 long years after that event, NYAMINYAMI did not disturb anyone. But afterward, in 1950, an event took place that was a cyclone and heavy rainfall, because of which the river rise up to 7 meters and it has swept away almost whole village. In 1955, again flood came there, which has washed away the bridge that had been built, and people who never believed on the idea about NYAMINYAMI and his wife, they also started to believe it. But the harm was already done by the god. In 1958, the dam was reconstructed, but it cost life of 80 people. Means till there 80 people were killed by such natural calamity, which is believed that made by Nyami Nyami, the river god. And even today, people feel terror there. Terror means fear. Fear of the anger of God Nyami Nyami. Because it is believed that he is trying to meet his wife again and again. But he is unable to meet his wife. So sometimes he creates tremor in earth, means earth shakes and people feels very much scared of anger of God Nyami Nyami. Great bodies of water are always considered sacred, for water is essential for the life of the village in an often arid land. Wherever there is water, the Africans find prosperity. The Nyami Nyami is the ruler of water and his symbol is worn to ward off the forces of darkness and to attract wealth. Not only Tonga people but water bodies are considered sacred by all Africans. People of Africa believe that water is essential for life. If there is water, then only we can survive. That's why they worship all river. They see river as prosperity. They believe that where is water, there is wealth and success. Especially the picture that you can see, this is the symbol of the god Nyami Nyami. People love to wear this symbol and keep it close to themselves so that they can remove darkness from their life and add as much as wealth to their life.